And so the adventures of tiny Emilia finally come to a close. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one of our weekly ReZero Season 2 discussion videos. Today we're here to talk all about episode 19, The Permafrost of Elier Forest. But before we get into the video proper, quick reminder if you haven't done so yet, to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, set notifications to all, and let all of AniTube know that you're here. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into this. And so the final battle begins. And it's funny, I had somebody in the comments say, like, how do you know that they're gonna die? Like, you don't know that. Like, when, because I was like, Fortuna and Goose are probably in a bad way right now. Like, going up against Pandora, so I was like, she's gonna kill, like, Fortuna and then do something to Goose. And someone in the comments was like, you don't know that. And I'm like, you are not as slick as you think you are. I know that, because that's the way that the story's going. Like, there's no way that Fortuna was walking out of this okay. I would have loved that. Like, I would have loved if she had just gotten frozen like everybody else, but obviously not. Which, you know, sad, but I kind of figured. Just because that's storytelling, baby. that would have hit the hardest if she died. So yeah, of course Fortuna was gonna die, and that's because Tape knows how to punch you right in the gut with emotion. With, like, it's an unseen hand filled with emotion that Tape punches you in the gut with. Which I feel like, damn, that's probably the most apt description of ReZero. ReZero is Tape-sensei hitting you in the gut with an unseen hand of emotion. And that is certainly on display in this week's episode. Watching Goose and Fortuna try to defend Emilia from Pandora, it only happens for like a second, right? Like, it's like the fight is so brief because, like, it's not quite what you think. Like, Fortuna obviously arrives there like first because she's like gunning it after Pandora, and then sees Emilia, and thankfully has just enough time to sort of like talk to Emilia, let her know that she's proud of her, which I think is huge. Like, hearing Fortuna say, like, listen, I'm very proud of you for keeping your promise, not only like solidified the resolve of tiny Emilia, but obviously has given our current Emilia a lot of hope moving forward, like knowing that Fortuna had her back, right? That she was like, no, this you made the right call. This was the right decision, and I'm proud of you. You know, like, the idea that she's proud of her, that she still loves her, she always loves her. Like, that's very, you know, not only important for, again, like, a young kid who's in this dire situation, but of course for Emilia learning all of this, or rather relearning all of this, and trying to come to grips with everything that's happened, you know? And I think it's nice to have Fortuna get that final moment with Emilia before things hit the fan, and before Goose makes the biggest mistake ever. The biggest, like, all I could think of was, Goose, you team killing. I'm not gonna finish the whole thing. Like, Goose, you team killing jerkwad. Not that he meant to, obviously, but like, and we see that I think is, like, Fortuna dying, I think I was, like, mentally prepped for, because, again, like, we didn't know Fortuna for a terribly long time. Her emotion and her character still hit hard because, you know, that the anime did such a good job on, like, displaying her as a character, both through her seiyuu as well as just the direction in the scenes with her. Like, they actually managed to impart a lot of character into Fortuna, even though we don't get her for a long time. So her death still made me sad. I'm not gonna lie, ya boy was misty-eyed. But Goose is what really messed me up. Like, watching Petelgeuse Romanid Conti Des, like, start to sort of, like, be like, why did I do that? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Right? And she's like, everything you did out of love. And I'm like, Pandora, you worst girl! Like, get out of here! Like, she drove me insane this week. I was like, Pandora! Like, I was literally like, I was turning into Petelgeuse myself, like, Pandora! Like, just losing it, like, evil! But, sorry. Sometimes your boy has to freak out. But yeah, the fact that Kirito kills Asuna just broke my damn heart. But yeah, seeing him just sort of break down, and she's like, everything you did out of love. And then love. It's like, oh no. It's like, no, stop, not like this. Like, I wonder it's sad because, like, I would have loved to have seen, like, Emilia confront Goose now. Because, like, or at least tell, like, I want her to tell Subaru, like, hey, do you remember Goose? Like, do you remember Petal Goose? I have an interesting story about Petal Goose. Like, I just want that sort of, like, I kind of want Subaru to know, you know, that, like, Petal Goose wasn't, you know, all bad. I kind of want him to know. And it's funny because even Emilia says, like this is the world that, like, I'm going to walk through with the people of my village and with Subaru, and it's the world that Mother Fortuna and Petal Goose should have stood side by side in. And I was like, you know who's looking an awful lot like Mother Fortuna and Petal Goose lately? Subaru and friggin' Emilia, if it wasn't clear. But I was like, damn, it's kind of, the mirroring is really sad. And I hope things, you know, go better for our squad than they did for Fortuna and Goose.
Oh my god, I climbed Mount Everest! So now seems like a great time to tell you to hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Jeez, it's cold up here.
I really loved the scene with Emilia and Echidna, as I think, like, that whole, like, yeah, I hate you, and Emilia saying, like, yeah, well, I don't really hate you as much as you seem to hate me, right? And I'm like, oh, that's nice. I love Emilia's newfound, like, confidence, right? Because I'm like, this is my girl right here. This is my Emilia right here. Look at my girl grow, you know? Like, seeing her, like, I was so sure she was gonna, like, cry when she saw what happened, but she holds it together just long enough to be like, no, here's what's gonna happen, right? Because she's like, now that you know, what will you do? Will you reject your past self or accept your past self? Like what's it gonna be? And Emilia's like, accept, obviously. And she's like, huh? You could tell Echidna's like, that is not the answer I thought that was gonna be. And she's like, listen, here's the thing, like, I messed up, you know, like, I wasn't strong enough and I wasn't smart enough, but I still made the right call. I'm glad I didn't open the seal. I'm glad I didn't use the key. I'm glad that I froze everybody. Maybe not froze everybody, but I'm glad that I made the decisions I made. And seeing her do the, like, die, I was like, damn, like tiny Emilia doing the die thing was crazy. But, yeah, watching Emilia just say, like, yeah, I am the only one who can fix this, so I'm going to. And when I do, I'm going to apologize and apologize until I can't apologize anymore. And they'll forgive me, and they'll say that they're glad to be alive, and that they're glad that I'm alive, and I'm gonna save them, and everything's gonna be okay. Alright, and Echidna's like, that is the most selfish thing I've ever heard. Or selfish, and I can't remember, she calls Emilia like a bunch of crap. And Emilia's just like, yeah, what's wrong with that? And I was like, damn, Emilia, that's an excellent point. And I was just so proud of my girl. And now, you guys know, in this channel, I allow you guys to have your own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But Emilia's best girl, right? Like, we could agree on that. Like, I definitely, like, maybe best girl. Okay, here's the thing with rezero. Like, we had the whole, like, all season 1, I was like, Rem is clearly best girl. And Ram is just the character who I like a lot. Whereas this season was like, no, Ram is awesome. Ram is easily another best girl. But Emilia is also best girl. I don't think there's just one best girl, you know? Like, that's the thing with ReZero. That's the beauty of ReZero, is that there's so many best girls and best boys, like Otto, Subaru, Garf. Like, there's so many top-tier characters. Why are we even fighting? You know what I mean? Why are we even arguing about this? Emilia can be best girl. Rem can be best girl. Ram can be best girl. Like B can be best girl. Like, whoever. Like, you know what I mean? They could all be best girl. And you know what? They can all be best boy. Garf can be best boy. Subaru can be best boy. Otto can be best boy. Rosewall can be best... Okay, well, maybe Rosewall is more of a husbando. But still, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I'm very proud of the character Emilia's become. You know, like, I am proud of the woman that Emilia has grown to be. And I think her journey through season 2 has been spectacular. Like, I think that this character has grown in such a crazy big way. and I can't stress enough how happy I am that the show has, like, that. First, like, White Fox is just, like, I can't get over the fact that they have given us such a crazy season and really taken Emilia's character and elevated her into such a big way. And I like that she does get to cry at the end, you know, like, she does get to, like, let the emotions sort of, like, wash over her, because obviously a lot of shit happened, right? So I like that she's still able to sort of embrace the sadness along with the newfound pride. And I don't know, I'm very impressed with Emilia. I did mention him earlier though, and I think you all know that it's about that time to talk about Rosewall, because he's my boy. He's my husbando, my evil husbando. I don't know what it is with me and evil husbandos lately, but a lot of my husbandos seem to be breaking bad. But I like Rosewall because he's still sort of, like, morally gray. You know, like, I kind of think that he might... I have a feeling like Rosewall will still help out, you know, even if he might be on the side of the demons. You know, he might help out the angels every once in a while. And I love that scene with Rosewall, like, being in full makeup and the full outfit and everything. He's just back to normal. And I'm like, that's my boy, right? Like, that's my husbando right there. That's my man right there. And Subaru just being like, what the hell is this? And he's like, hey, you told me to be in full makeup next time you met. And Rosewall, and then Subaru's like, oh yeah, I did tell you to do that. Shit, my bad. But I think the biggest thing for me is watching Rosewall be like, yeah, I can already tell that things aren't really going my way. You didn't have to tell me. Because Subaru's just like, I just came here to tell you that your plan's falling apart. And Rosewall's like, yeah, I noticed. They really tamed you, eh, Garf? And he's like, shut up. Right, like Garf's like, huh? Like he does like the Okamoto, like, huh? Like that, like, you know, the angry voice. But yeah, like Rosewall's just like, all right. So here's the thing, you're blowing my expectations out of the water. Garf being here is a surprise. Who the hell is that again? And he like points at Otto, and Subaru's like, damn, Otto, you weren't even in the prophecy. God damn. Right, and Otto's like, cool. That sucks. But I like that Rosewall is just like, what's your name? And he's like, my name is Otto, right? And he's like, all right, like, I'll remember that, you know? And it's like, that's cool. I like that. Like, put some respect on my boy Otto's name. Like, that was like, hell yeah, dude. And I love that Subaru's like, isn't it supposed to be the main heroine who's supposed to, like, sort of pull me from the depths and save me and break the course of fate? Who said you could do that, Otto? And Otto's like, I didn't ask for this. But yeah, it's like, no, that's the power of a best friend. You know what I mean? Like, oh. But I like that Rosewall puts respect on our boy Otto's name. You know, like, that's good shit. That just made me happy. I don't really have much else to say beyond that. But I love, that Subaru tells him, like, the board that you set up to play this game, the board itself is crumbling apart. Like, all the pieces are falling down, the board's coming apart. This whole plan of yours is going AWOL fast. Like, this is going, like, topside real quick. And Rosewall's like, all right, so what are you here for then? Super's like, to tell you to surrender, right? And of course Rosewall's like, shove it up your ass. Rosewall's like, bull, hell no. And Subaru's like, and that's when Subaru says the whole, like, I know what Sanctuary is. And I'm like, what is Sanctuary? Like, we did this last week. What is it? Like, what was going on? And what was up with young Rosewall? Like, in the past, like, what's going on? I have so many questions. And, oh, I totally spaced. New opening. I can't believe I totally forgot. So much happened. I totally forgot. New opening, yes. Shout out to the person in my Twitch chat who jumped in and was just like, hey, I have news for you. Opening next week. So I was like, ooh. So, yeah, I knew about it the day before recording this, which is the day of the episode coming out. So I knew the day before that we were getting a new opening. So that was kind of cool. So I was, like, kind of waiting for it, and then it just kind of hits out of nowhere. You're like, whoa. It's super cool. Two things that sort of stuck out to me, I might have to watch the opening again just to really sort of, like, take some details out of it. But the two things that stuck out to me was we see the rabbit again, because I was like, there's that little shit, right? Like, there it is. I never trust a white rabbit. Like, rabbits are scary, man. In any fantasy story, you see a rabbit, you run, okay? I don't care if it's a cute little bunny. you run away. The other one, the big one, for me anyway, was Garf seemingly fighting Elsa for like a second. That was a surprise. But yeah, outside of that, new opening's cool. But that's all I have to say about the opening. I'm not Jeff Thu. I'm not great at analyzing openings. I'm the color guy. Like you want a character design looked at, yeah, you come to me. But like openings, I'll leave that to Mother's Basement. That ain't my forte. With that said, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's video here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to boop that up snoot, share if you care, leave a comment down below, and of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, set notifications to all, and let all of AniTube know that you're here. And of course, before we go, as always, I want to give a big thank you to the good folks in the T Squadron. Look at these beautiful people. Look at all of these beautiful names, and hey, if you would like to join these beautiful people, there are 2 ways to do so. The first is by hitting that join button right beside the sub button. That gets you a badge next to your name, some emotes to spam in the comments, and of course your name scrolling past the screen here. Or you could check out that Patreon link in the description. That's just $1, by the way. That's $1. For less than a cup of coffee, you can help your boy out. You can help your favorite zombie boy. Well, maybe your favorite zombie boy, I don't know. But anyway, a big thank you to the good folks in the T Squadron. And with that said, that is pretty much it for today's video. I will be part of a ReZero discussion thing with Sunwoo. I forget who else is going to be there. I think Memory is going to be there. I think Chibi might be there. I don't super remember who's going to be there, but your boy is going to be part of a ReZero discussion. By the time you see this, it will have already happened. I don't know if Sun's going to be uploading that to the YouTube channel or not. Maybe check out the Twitch channel, Sunwoo's Twitch channel. If you follow me, you probably follow Sun on Twitch, but like, you know, it's a thing. Anyway, bye.